Hi everyone, Comic Reviewer here, this time doing another film review, and this one is on the recent Dreamworks film, Ruby Gillman, Teenage Kraken. Now, before I do the review, I am using a new camera. Like I said, I want to improve myself, do better, and all that. So let's go on the review. So, Ruby Gillman, Teenage Kraken is a 2023 animated action comedy film that was produced by Dreamworks Animation. And I think after seeing the sort of trailers and kind of seeing the sort of promos, I think it's a shame that the film did become a box office failure. And I think it's a shame that a lot of people criticize the sort of story and the runtime. But I kind of think it's not really a bad story. I think, well, yeah, Turning Red is more like a slice of life story. I think Ruby Gillman is more like embracing your sort of legacy story and becoming the hero people need. So the premise of the film is meant to follow in the seaside town of Oceanside, where we kind of see how, yeah, Ruby Gillman, who is a teenage Kraken who mainly lives with her family. We kind of see how, yeah, Agatha pretty much works as a real estate agent. We kind of see how, yeah, Ruby's father, Arthur, works on his own sort of blog. We see how she has a younger brother called Max, who's a bit more of that young kid character. And we do kind of see how Ruby is desperate to go to prom with her love interest, Connor. And we do kind of see how, yeah, after something that happens with Connor, we see how Ruby Gillman learns that she's basically the sort of princess of a Kraken kingdom, and that she's destined to protect all sea life. And of course, we do see how Agatha wants to do everything in her power to prevent her sort of mum from sort of making Ruby kind of like her heir. I think what Ruby Gillman got right with Agatha, as well as her mum, is unlike Turning Red, I think they do it a bit better. Like, yeah, you can tell Agatha is cautious of her own mother, and you can kind of see how her mother does want to kind of help Ruby be at her potential, help her be the best she can be. And I think it's also kind of clear that Ruby wants to embrace the legacy, but we do kind of see how, yeah, the sort of new popular girl, Chelsea, uses this to her advantage and wants to get a special trident. And this is where we're gonna see the whole toxic friend trope. And I think to me, Chelsea works as a character. Like, she knows how to get people to get what she wants. She knows how to use her popularity to get the things that she's after. And I think what they got right with Ruby Gillman is that, yeah, I think when she's dealt with a situation, she wants to try and use it the best she can. And when she has to deal with a problem, she understands that she messes up, but has to kind of learn to live with it. And I think it's like in real life that, yeah, you've screwed up, but you know you want to do better. And I think the message that the film got right at is that sometimes in life, people might need a hero, and sometimes embracing your legacy and your destiny is always going to happen. And I think it's like with most media, there's always going to be someone who ends up being the hero. I think it's like looking at the Richard Donner Superman movie. We always saw how Jonathan Kent helped Clark Kent realize that, yeah, he was meant for something more than just playing football. Or it's like looking at Power Rangers Lost Galaxy. You saw how Leo was eventually going to be the hero Terra Venture needed, and we saw how his older brother Mike knew that deep down Leo was always meant to be the sort of leader of the team. Or it's kind of like looking at, say, Transformers. We always saw how Optimus was always going to be the one to help lead the Autobots into battle. And I think the relationship between Chelsea as well as Ruby Gillman does work, because I think we've all had that toxic friend or that one person who knows how to use, manipulate, and control others to get what they want. And I think when you've got characters like Chloe from Miraculous Ladybug, Flash Thompson from Harry Osborn from Spider-Man, or when you've got basically like also Sasha from Amphibia, they're characters who know how to use their toxic personality, their issues and problems, to get what they want. And I think the point of the film is meant to remind you to be careful of toxic, dangerous people. And I think for the most part, I think Ruby Gillman does deserve better. I think, well, yeah, Turning Red was a simple slice of life story with some important morals. I think to me, Ruby Gillman is more about embracing a legacy, being the hero people need, and sometimes that giving hope to people again is you wanting to do the right thing and doing it for the right reasons. So I think this film definitely deserves a thumbs up. It deserved better, it knew what it was trying to be, but I still think it wasn't that bad. So, Comic Reviewer here, signing out.